So I'm pretty excited to be able to show what I've been working on this week and the last couple of weeks. And at the beginning of the year, there's been a new community for chess players that has sprung up. It seems as though it's been in the works for quite a while, and I want to be able to present it to you today. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the chess gym. I'm super excited to be part of this community. I joined the chess gym this year, and it is a training program for chess players, adult improvers, and anybody that's really interested who wants to get better at chess. And if you haven't checked them out, it is by Nate Solon and Martin Justison, part of the Chess Punks community on Twitter. If you're not familiar with them, you should go definitely check them out. They're two of the big people in the community, and they started their own community called the Chess Gym, where you can get better at chess. So what is the Chess Gym? What if getting better at chess was simple? And I think that's the thing, is we have so much data out there and so much information about chess. What do I do and how do I get better? And there are an infinite number of answers to that question. So here is the Chess Gym's training philosophy. They look at a couple things, and I will show the Chess Gym and what it looks like inside of the community once I go through the first steps here. But the Chess Gym is a training philosophy. It focuses on simplicity. You don't have to have a crazy training plan. If it's simple, it's a lot easier to stick with. The other thing that they talk about is consistency. I'm a big fan of consistency. If you look at my training results over the last year, I've gained over 300 points. So I'm extremely, and that is due to mainly consistency. I'm going to my club every week. I'm going to some weekend tournaments, and I think consistency is huge. The other philosophy that they like to follow is community. Having people around you that are also interested in studying and playing chess and trying to improve, all that have the same motivations to get better. And being able to share your games and be held accountable for those games is really, really important. There's nothing that helps greater than you get to celebrate a success and other people are excited for your game and they get to look it over and they're like, I really liked what you did here. That's really motivating. And then also when you have feedback from your game, hey, why didn't you try this? Or did you think about this in the game, from people that are above you, is extremely helpful. I can account a lot of my training and my success to my pluses in my community. So my training partners, namely from my club, Evan Sagers, aka the Chess Lobster. If you haven't seen him or looked at his material, you should. I will have links in the description of this video. And then also my friend James as well. He's also at the club. He's been taking a little bit of a break. I think he's still studying in his off time, but he had some life circumstances that have changed, but I still get to play some games with him and other people that I've worked with in my chess community from my local chess club is really great. I've been part of other communities online. I'm not going to talk about them here, but they also talk about evidence-based and how things are effective. Feel free to come out to the chessgym.com and take a look. And then process over is greater than outcome. And this one is really important. This one talks about having process-related goals over rating-based goals. At least that's how I take it. You don't want to be focused so much on the rating because you can get hyper fixated on that, and then you will stress about playing every single game and be like, oh no, if I lose this game, I'm going to lose rating points. Whereas you should try to change your thinking towards a more process related type of goal, and then saying, I want to do this many puzzles today. I would like to follow this. I'd like to do this many puzzles. I'd like to do this many end games. I'd like to finish this Chessable course, and going about chess study and improvement that way. And if you follow those steps, your rating will naturally improve. So what is the Chess Gym? Let's take a look. So again, this is an online community where they have a daily position. They're going to have 3 of them starting next week. They only had 2 starting from the beginning of the year, but they have a harder, an intermediate, and an easier one where they give you a position like this, and you sit there and you want to simulate an over-the-board game. So as you can see behind me here, I've got a chessboard set up, and I take these puzzles that they put together and I put them on the board, and I actually set a timer for 10 minutes. And I sit and look at it. And I look at it and I pretend that this is a real live position in a game I'm playing at my local club. And I really try to go through my decision-making process. Then you can go through and make a comment. And when you make the comment, people can take a look at your comments and see what your thinking is, and you can see what everybody else's thinking was. And then they also offer a solution, so you can click on the solution and go out to the puzzle, and then it will tell you and it will explain all the things that you either did wrong or you did right. So you get instant validation after you spent the honest time looking at it. There's a habit tracker, which is really great. So you can track all of your progress, which we will take a look at. These are some introductory videos from the team. Like I said, it's Martin Justison and Nate Solon. They're really great coaches and chess mentors, so I urge you guys to take a look at them. And I'm really excited to present the Chess Gym to you guys. This is very cool. As a community member, I'm using it myself. I signed up for 1 month to give it a go. I am really enjoying it, so most likely I'm going to give this a go for a couple of months, and if it's good, I'm going to pay for an annual type of setup. That's how I think anybody should really kind of go into these types of communities, is try it out. And I don't know if you saw, they actually, I forgot to mention it here. There's a 7-day free trial, so you can try it free of charge. If you don't like it, it doesn't cost you anything. So, it's pretty nice. So here's the Chess Gym. This is their local community, and it has a number of things. It's got a homepage where you see all of the things. There's events that they might post here. They have courses, which the first course is getting started. That's the only one they have now, but this could expand later, where they might put opening courses in here or anything like that. I'm not exactly sure what direction they're taking. I'm sure they discuss those types of things in their direction, but I'm excited to see if some events and courses and things like that get filled up. This is very new, so it's ground level, and I'm pretty excited. So as we talked about, there's a daily position. Today, here is Nate Solon's puzzle for the daily position. Actually, he gives the game here, which is really great. So this is Cubble 1917. So what I would do is I would take this position, I would set it up on my board behind me, I'd sit at the table, and I would simulate what it's like. I actually have a chess clock on my phone, and I actually simulate it, and then I work through all of the calculation and ideas, and then I come up with what I want to do best, and then I actually physically make a move and I hit the clock. And then what I do is I come here, and I'm not going to click on this one, so I'm going to use the ones from yesterday because I already looked at those ones. And what you would do is you would click on comment, and if you click on comment, it takes you down to the bottom. And what I like to do is scroll up because I don't want to see anybody else's comments before I comment, and I would type my comments here. I messed this one up yesterday, and I'll show you. I'll be honest, I messed this puzzle up completely. And if we take a look at the puzzle real quick, I was thinking that this was from Black's perspective going up, and I was like, oh, this is a drawing position for Black. Black wants to draw, and I took the knight, not realizing that White is actually moving up and Black is moving down. So I made a big mistake on this one. It happens. That's something that can occur. It's rare, but it does happen. So I messed this puzzle up. But what's nice is you can see everybody else's comments, and you can go through what everybody else's thinking was. And this can be extremely helpful. for you're like, I was thinking just like EV Clark here. I didn't understand it. So then what you can do is you can click on the solution, or you can go find Nate Solon's or Martin's numbers. And here we go. So like they do comment on our posts. You're not alone today. I guess it's a few pieces. So I'm not the only person that did this. It happens. But they're very active in the community, which is really extremely helpful, I believe, to motivation. So if we click here, we can actually go through the position. It tells you the position and all the stuff like that. And knight to c8 was the best option. And then it tells you all the stuff. And they also give you variations as to what maybe was good or bad. So you can click through this and figure out how to win the position as white. That's one example of the daily position. And I find this to be really engaging because there's so many people that are making comments that you can read through them and you can learn from everybody else, which is really great. This is the whole community aspect of the chess gym, which I really enjoy. And one of my complaints or gripes from other communities is that the main people in the community that are hosting the community are not as active. And here it's just that's not the case. Nate and Martin are both extremely involved, and they're commenting on everybody's posts and their comments and things like that, which is really great. The next thing is that they have a solitaire game where you can click on the solitaire game. Gives a synopsis here. You can click on the moves. What it tells you is you click through the moves until you have no more green arrows, and it'll take you to a spot. I've done this one already, so we'll kind of go through it. I want to get to a point where you see what solitaire chess is about. And I believe this is where we start. So here is the main position, and you would have to try to play like Bobby Fischer. This is Fischer and Lapkin, Peter Lapkin Petrovich, and you would try to play the game from here. And if you get stuck, there's a hint. You can click on hint. Do you see a pawn break in the center? I do. I think we can just play here. It's not right. Oh no. What about this one? So it gives you hints. Excuse me. Oh, I apologize. I had a tickle in my throat. But you play through it, and you can try to get into the mind of whatever person that they're doing for solitaire chess. In this instance, it was Fischer. So very cool. That is a very fun thing to do, and you have one of those to do for a week. And then you have a weekly sparring game, and what they suggest is a 30 plus 20 game, or what I do is I actually use my classical game, and I do try to play a couple classical games online, but I use my classical game that I use at the local club for this. So that's my weekly sparring game where I try to play a game. And then you can offer your game annotations where you can annotate a game and things like that. They have a getting started page, which is you'd go through all these things. They have new members section, so you can introduce yourself and people can say, hey, how are you doing? What's your backstory? Things like that. There's news. You can click through and all of these things like that. There's a gym chat, and everything's hosted from this website, which is really great. And you can kind of see some of the people here. There's a general discussion area where if you have questions about positions, you can post those there and people can comment and answer and give you some more insight, which is really great. This is very similar to like what you would see in a chess Discord, but they decided to not use Discords because it's really high entry, technical entry for some people, especially older people that just don't want to use Discord or have some sort of reason they don't want to use Discord, but I'm not quite sure. And then you can share your lessons, whether or not you've been doing really well or you had a problem or learned something. And then you can celebrate your wins. I personally just reached 500 subscribers, and I got some community members that were able to take a look and didn't even know that I had a YouTube channel. So that was really kind of cool to see. And then here's one of the really nice things of the particular chess gym, and that seems to not be working. Let's close that one and reload. I didn't really want to share everybody's name, but I do want to show the chess gym habit tracker. And it's just a habit tracker, so you can see some of the names. I apologize if you didn't want to see the names here, but we'll use we'll just go look at mine and see how well I've been doing. So, and here, Nate and Martin are both in this list. They are following their own stuff. They're eating their own cake, which is great to see. So I've done all of the things except for what I was supposed to do today. And yeah, I hope that this has given you something that you might be interested in. Or if you're looking for a community, it's most certainly something that you guys should check out. So please check out the chess gym. I'm really enjoying it. And if you want to improve in chess, this might be the place for you to check out.